Oh, probably want to see my screen too. All right. Well, you guys, I'm really excited about this call tonight, 90 Days to Success. So we talk a lot about, on some of our other training calls, how to book a show, how to talk to a prospective lead if we're interested in having them join our business. But one of the things that we really want to focus on over the next couple months is putting a plan together for success. And how do we do that? First of all, I'm going to stop. Can everybody see my screen? Okay, awesome. All right, so one of the things that we talk about is, your why. And we all know that that's an important factor in getting started in any direct sales business. When you joined Xiaomei, you thought about, why do I want to do this? Maybe it was for something that you wanted to do with your family. Maybe you want to have some extra time with your family and you thought this would be a great way to allow you to do that and build your Xiaomei business. Whatever it is, one of the things is, sometimes when people come into the business, they say, well, I just want to make a little bit of extra money. And that's great. But we really want to dig deeper into your why. And what is it that that money is going to do for you? Money is really the means. That income that we're getting from our business is really the means to something else that is going to be fulfilling in our lives and create happiness in our lives for ourselves and our families and our friends. So, but in a lot of cases, our why, we need that money to get those things. Maybe it's taking a trip to Disneyland. Maybe it's going on vacation, traveling. Maybe it's having the opportunity to stay home with your kids. Whatever it is, the money isn't the end goal. It's just going to help get us there. So what we're going to focus on over the next couple months is 90 Days to Success and how we can actually create a game plan to get us to where we want to be in our businesses. So I'm going to go into month one. And this is going to be this is very simple and direct and right to the point. And what we're going to do is anyone that wants to partake in this plan, we're going to do some one-on-one meetings. I'm going to set up some time with you. We can kind of customize a plan for you. This is a nice outline. But if it's something after this call that you really want to partake in, you really want to, challenge yourself in the next 90 days, we'll set up a plan. All right, so going into, actually, I'm going to make this bigger, do my slideshow. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're going to break it down into 90 days and show you exactly what you need to do. So for month one, and this is based off of some of the current contests that we're doing right now. So month one, you are going to see $727 in cash and rewards. And what do you need to do to get that? You're going to book 4 shows in your first month with an average. And of course, we take an average. We have to have some number out there that's an average. $450 each, and sponsor 2 stylists on your team. That is going to give you $540 in commissions on your personal volume, $100 in bonus cash, and that bonus cash, if you remember from the contest that we're running right now, for each new stylist that you bring on your team, you're going to get $50 in bonus cash when they complete their first qualified show, their grand opening show of $250 or more. So $100 in bonus cash for bringing on 2 stylists on your team, and then $87 in product rewards that we have running this month into March. So that gives you a total with your commission of $727 total for cash and rewards, which is awesome. So if you break it down, 4 shows a month, 4 shows a month, that's 1 show a week. That's 1 night a week that you're working your business, and at those 4 shows, bringing on 2 stylists. Okay? So then going into month 2, and here's where we're going to show you how the value and the benefit of starting to build a team is really going to have an impact on your business, and it's really going to have an impact on your income. Okay. So month 2. So month 2, our total goes up a little bit to $871 in cash and rewards, but we're going to just duplicate what we did the month before. We're keeping it really simple. So in month 2, we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to hold 4 shows in the second month with an average of $450 and sponsor 2 new stylists. Now, along with this, your new stylists are going to do the same thing that you did the month before. So what that you're going to get is $540 in commissions on your personal volume, another $100 in bonus cash for bringing on your 2 new stylists. So we will be extending this the bonus cash rewards are going to be extended for the next 90 days while we do this a 90 Days to Success program. Now is where the cool part kicks in, is because your new stylists from the month before have done what you've just done. Now you're looking at getting $144 in overrides when your 2 stylists hold their own shows, and another $87 in product rewards. So total goes up to $871 in total cash and rewards. So there's month 2. If we go on to month 3, now you're going to see where the $1,000, this is month 3 where you're going to start earning $1,000 a month just by doing the exact same thing that you did in month 1 and month 2. So you're going to hold 4 shows in your, it says second month. Just caught that. I'm going to have to change that. In your third month with an average of $450 for your average party and sponsor 2 new stylists. And that will give you $540 in commissions, $100 in bonus cash, again, for your 2 new stylists this month, $87 in product rewards, and here's where your business really starts, your income really starts to grow. The $144 in overrides is when you help your 2 stylists from last month hold their shows. And this is where your team, as you start building levels, it really kicks in. So $216 in overrides when your first line stylists sponsor 2 new stylists and hold their shows. Now, we take a look at this, and as a total, it's $1,000 in cash and rewards. Now, keep in mind, this is if you did this for 3 months and did everything, just duplicated everything that you did of month 1, month 2, and month 3, and then helped your new stylists do the same exact thing. By the end of 90 days, you're looking at starting to pull in $1,000 a month. Okay, so that's a total of $2,600 in your first 90 days. And whether you've been with Shamay for a couple weeks or you've been with Shamay for, I was going to say a couple years, but it'll be our 2-year anniversary in March, so we're just coming up on 2 years. But this is something that you can do with your business at any point. You don't have to be brand new to Shamay. You can kickstart your business at any time. So whether it's your first 90 days or your second 90 days or your 5th 90 days, it doesn't matter. After 90 days, $2,600 in your pocket. So here's how it looks graphically. So you are at the top, obviously, and you sponsor your 2 stylists, and then each one of your stylists on your front line are going to bring on 2 stylists, and you're going to duplicate exactly what you did. So there's nothing different month after month. It's the same thing. So it sounds simple, right? I mean, on paper, yeah, sure, I can do 4 shows and bring on 2 stylists, and I know 4 plus 2, I know the math. But the question is, how much time do I need to spend each week working my business to achieve these goals? Because obviously, if we want to get these goals, we've got to put some work into it. So what can I expect to do? So between 5 and 10 hours per week. Now, that is definitely a part-time. I mean, we're looking at $1,000 a month. That's a part-time, definitely a good part-time income. So I'm going to break it down for you on the next slide and show you where those hours are going to go. Because obviously it's not just going to the show, setting up and doing the shows. It's getting the shows ready, connecting with your hostesses, doing the invites, helping hostess coaching, and then as you bring on new stylists onto your team, it's doing the same thing with them and helping them get started. So if you do 1 show a week, and this is all on a weekly basis to kind of add up to that 5 to 10 hours, you do 1 show a week, figure 3 hours to do the show, which includes, whoops. Can everybody hear me? Okay. So that includes drive time and setup on average. You know, you're going to have some shows that might be, all right, background noise. All right, I'm going to try to mute. I don't want to mute myself. Is that better? I don't hear the background noise anymore. Okay, better. Good. Okay. All right, so the drive time and setup, 3 hours, you know, and it could be, that's an average. You know, some shows, for those of you that have done this before, you may have some shows that are a little bit longer. You may have some shows that are really short. I've been in and out of a show in like an hour and a half sometimes. If it's around the area, you know, it depends on your drive time, but 3 hours on average. Well, then when you get done with your show, you know, there's going to be some time, too, that you're going to be working with your hostess, closing her party out, going through the orders, making sure that you're closing everything up with your show. But then when you submit your show, now with the brand new technology, with our new back office, it should take you about 30 minutes to 1 hour, depending on the size of your show. That's about the time frame that it should take you to submit that show. Now, after everyone gets their orders, you're going to want to do follow-up calls, maybe 45 minutes to an hour, sit down one night and follow up with all the guests who attended the show, make sure they're happy with their product, and that's a great time to talk to them about booking their own show. So that's, you know, 45 minutes to an hour is a good time frame for that. Then at some point during the week, you want to do new prospect calls. Spend an hour a week, 1 hour, whether it's on a Sunday night, whether it's on a Saturday morning, whatever time that you set up, take that hour to set up new business opportunity appointments, so talking with people that might be interested in joining your team, and also an opportunity to call either guests that have been in their previous shows, maybe people you have to follow up with, anybody that might be interested in booking a show for the next month or the next week. Your new sponsor show. This is 3 hours. Now, this is not going to be every week at first, because you're going to have 2 new stylists your first month joining. So figure every other week you're going to go to their first show and you want to help them with their grand opening and help them get started. So you're going to attend the new sponsors grand opening show. As you build your team, this is something where you'll be able to go to their shows. But if you as you help your stylist get started, they can help their downline get started too. So. And then I put Molly calls. Now, this is either with me or with, maybe it's with Jennifer, maybe it's with Mandy. It doesn't have to be with me. But I am, with this new program, making myself available to anyone that wants to partake in this program, the 90 Days to Success program. We would do 30 minutes total of calls during the week. And we would decide on what those times would be, but 2 times per week to share successes and discuss challenges that you might be having in setting up shows, just a time to really connect and talk about how things are going. So 2 15-minute calls throughout the week. That's where you're going to get around 10 hours a week of time. So that is the 90 Days to Success. That's really a very high level, and what we're going to do, what I want to do with each person who wants to be a part of this program and really wants to kickstart their business into high gear, maybe this isn't the exact plan for you. Maybe your goal isn't to make $1,000 a month. Maybe you want to make $500 a month. That's fine. Whatever your goal is, I want to work with you and help you become successful and achieve your goals. So if it's $500, we can rearrange this entire plan to fit your goals. So that's what we're looking to do. I'm not looking to say, okay, Amy, Jennifer, you have to do $1,000 a month. I want this to fit into your schedule, into your plan that you've set for yourself. And that's why at the beginning when we talk about our why, you know, that's why it's so important to talk about our why and think about it and have it in front of us every day. Because these activities during the week, they really get lost. And I know we all do it. You know, we don't set that time aside to do our new prospect calls, because those new prospect calls, those are the things that we do during the week that are going to get our shows booked, that eventually are going to get new stylists onto our team, and eventually going to get us the income that we want to make to be able to achieve our whys. So it's really important, and I think that for all of us, having those goals and having the activity broken down and having someone to talk to on a weekly basis to be able to share the challenges that you're facing is going to be really critical to your success. So is everybody still on mute? I want to open it up for questions. If anybody has comments or questions, want to be able to answer anything for you at this time. Go back to the beginning. Whoop. And we're done. And show. And the other thing that I did want to bring up too as we're talking about it, if you haven't filled out, this is the my personal commitments. It is out on the Stylist Studio, to the back office. You know what, Carla? I don't know that it was. We can get that out there, definitely. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, Jennifer. All right, I'm going to turn off the recording.